Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put in the back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
Alright guys, so we move on to the next fight for today. This one comes from me, guys, and I thought this would be an interesting battle for Bruce and to test his wits, his whole manner. So here we go. So of course, yes, Batman, of course, versus Mr. Sinister. So yeah, we have Batman versus Nathaniel Esses. Yeah. So here we go. Alright, so moving on to his Bruce's combatant in this. Let's move on to Nathaniel Esses, aka Mr. Sinister. If there is ever the top 5 greatest X-Men villains, Mr. Sinister's up there. Sinister is devious, cunning. You think you have him, but unfortunately you don't. He is perhaps one of the greatest geneticists in the Marvel Universe, in the world. He's capable of cloning, creating, enhancing, and controlling mutant abilities. He's been around since the 19th century. So yeah, he's been around for a long time, and he shares the social Darwinism, Darwinism a lot. He's kind of like that, but he has a thing for certain mutants, like I said. Mr. Sinister is a genius, pretty much, he's a genetically altered human. He's not a mutant, actually. He's not a mutant. I think people get it confused that Sinister is a mutant. He's not a mutant, but he's an genetically altered human with superhuman abilities and mental abilities as well. Telekinesis. He can project his thoughts into people. He's able to fire these very concussion shots. He's a shapeshifter. He's pretty much immune to a lot of attacks. His body is he can heal from any attack you can think of. Not saying he's not indestructible, but yeah, like I said, you think you have him, he always pops up somewhere else. He always has a backup plan. That's pretty much the best way to describe Sinister. But don't think that he can't fight, because he can fight. He's not a wimp. Don't ever let that fool you. But this guy is a scientific genius in various fields, and he also is a very, very good manipulator. He can play a lot of head games with you, and just when you think you are maybe out of the fire, he pulls you right back in. That's who Sinister is. His name is Sinister, Mr. Sinister, and you damn sure better believe you're gonna remember it. So, moving on to the battle breakdown between Bruce and Sinister. Bruce is gonna have a whole lot of shit to be dealing with. If Bruce thought Ra's al Ghul was trouble, Sinister's just as much. Bruce is really gonna have to. It's really gonna come down to brains in this fight instead of brawn. Because if I don't really, I can see a hand-to-hand battle, or but mostly it's gonna be a battle of wits. More importantly, because if he doesn't, yeah, Sinister's going for broke. He will try to kill Bruce and have a lot of surprises in terms for Bruce before he's able to get to the meat, which is himself. But Bruce is no fool and Sinister's no fool. So I look at this more of a battle of wits, guys, instead of brawn. That's just me. But I will say, in my opinion, edge to Mr. Sinister. Slight edge to Sinister in this. That's just me. But what do you guys think? Batman or Mr. Sinister? And I hope you guys enjoyed this fight. This one comes from me. I will be back later on with which fight is that? Fight number 13, which is Wheezing 336. So Bruce is going up against a vampire next. He'll be going up against Morbius. So I'll see you guys later on. And other than that, you guys take care.